What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Master Manifester. And today I want to talk to you guys about the importance, hold on, the importance of self concept. All right, there we go. Let me fix you guys a little bit. The importance of self concept. Okay, so why it is important to put yourself first and heal your inner wounds and know that you are a God within. Okay. Well, number one, I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna make this statement. Okay. I'm gonna make this fact before I continue on with this video. Well, number one, why wouldn't you want to put yourself first? So I see a lot of these statements that people make, well, opinions that people make when it comes down to the manifestation community, and they'll be like, well, you can manifest without having a good self concept. Yeah, that's true. We manifest every day. But number one, I mean, why would you want to not put yourself first, right? Because this is what happens when you don't have a good self concept, right? You will bring something into your life that you want, and then whatever you desire leaves you. And then you start thinking all these negative thoughts. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh my goodness. See, this is why X, Y, and Z is wrong with me. This is a, you start looping and just thinking negative. Yeah, if your self concept was on lock, if your self concept game was on A, none of that will be going on, okay? And even if something, like I always say in my videos, happens that goes against what you want, you're not going to beat yourself up over it, because you're not going to surrender to that circumstance. You're going to revise it, right? And I'm also going to talk about revision in my other video, okay? But I want to talk about the importance of really having a good self concept. So, really making that effort to say those affirmations to yourself every day. Remind yourself how beautiful you are. To remind yourself how handsome you are. To remind yourself how much of a priority you are. Creating those affirmations that align with those wounds that you may know need healing, or that just you feel like resonates with you. Period. Right. And I'm not gonna even lie to you. For me, when I first started, I definitely like was having like these, I guess you'll say, basic affirmations. So like affirmations like I am love, I am healthy, and shit like that, you know. But as I continue to get, deeper in my journey, I found better affirmations that I create for myself. And I also feel like that it doesn't matter how far you are in your journey, you can still wait. You would never go wrong waking up every day and reminding yourself how much you deserve all these great things. Not only are you waking up and reminding yourself of how worthy you are, but you're actually putting it into motion, right? So you're not going to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm worthy, I'm kind, I'm respectful, and treat humanity like shit and judge everybody that walk past you. You're not going to sit up here and say, I deserve great things, and you treat people who make mistakes like shit. You're not gonna say all these great things about yourself in the mirror, and then your actions are saying something completely different. Then that would be contradicting, right? It wouldn't really be that believable, because when you know you're saying this and that in the mirror, but at work you're treating customers like crap because you didn't get enough sleep, or because you're irritated and you want to go home, so you're at your job treating other people like shit. But better yet, you're in the mirror saying you're kind and you treat others with respect and you deserve this and that and the third, but you're treating others like shit. So you know what I'm saying? Try to back up those affirmations to make them more believable, if that makes sense. It should make sense, okay? So it's just really, 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 really important to make sure that you have a great self concept and a great foundation for yourself. Like I said in all of my videos, guys, if y'all look at any of my videos, I'm always mentioning SP, because a lot of times when people come into the manifestation community, that's what they want, a specific person. And then once you get in your journey, you start to not want that specific person, right? Because you start to have less limitations, because you realize there's a lot of great things that you can manifest, like I said in my last video, besides a specific person. So it is very important. So that's why people get these specific people, whatever they manifest, or whatever they desire. So they get SP, right? Once they get SP, they lose SP because it's like all the work you put, all the self love, all the work that you put in, and then you get this thing you want, and then it's like you disregard all the work that you just put in, right? So that's why you lose it, because you're not maintaining it, right? Or a lot of people, they do certain things, right? So say for example, they only focus on self-concept, or they only try to focus on healing so they can attract their ex back, or SP back, or whatever the fuck it is back. And then that person comes back and they leave because your intentions behind it, you're not actually doing it to heal and get better, right? You're doing it to get another person, which it still doesn't make any sense, because you should be priority. You don't need them, they need you, right? So it's really 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 important. So I'm about to tell you guys certain things that you can do to make sure that that self concept, the way that you look at yourself, is on A. So certain things you can start off by doing. Well, number one, affirmations, okay? Actually putting in that effort to look at yourself in the mirror. Wake up and don't even look at your phone. Don't touch your phone. Don't check any text messages. Don't do any of that shit. Have time for you. So wake up, look at yourself in the mirror. Say those affirmations. That's very important. Or wake up, make your bed, say affirmations. Or I don't know, wake up, make your bed, brush your teeth, say those affirmations, right? But try to avoid. Actually, no, don't try. Do. So avoid. First thing up in the morning, you're checking your TikTok notifications, you're checking your Instagram text messages, trying to see if SP texts you, which y'all really, really, really gotta stop doing that shit. Y'all really gotta stop doing that shit right there. Okay? So saying affirmations, right? Oh, I don't know what to say. Say what resonates with you, right? So I'm gonna give you guys an example. If you're somebody that has like body image issues, right? So you may think that you're overweight or something. You're very insecure about your weight. You can say, I love myself through every and any phase of my life, through thick and thin. You can say, I'm perfectly formed. You really just have to take the time and figure out what resonates, with you. Something that will hit as soon as you say it. You know what I'm saying? Meditation. So if you're one of those people that like to prioritize social media in the morning, stop doing that stupid shit. Like seriously, that doesn't make any sense. Especially if you're one of those people that's already having self-image issues, and that can also get in the way of your manifestations. Is giving into what the world is doing. Okay. Because that really doesn't make any fucking sense. Especially, I feel like if you're trying to be a better person, just stay off social media. Period. But yeah, meditation is very important for me in my life. You need 15 to 30 minutes of silence every day that you wake up. Period. So you can cleanse your mind and clear your mind. You don't need to fill your mind up with brain rot content or brain rot things first thing in the morning. That just doesn't make sense at all whatsoever. Okay, number 3, you should be going outside for a walk. Going outside for a walk, I don't give a fuck what anybody says, is very, very, very refreshing. I love exercising. Going outside for a walk is very, very, very good. Breathing in nature can be very, very, very relaxing. You know what I'm saying? Number 4, journal. Journaling, making that dedication to wake up every day and journal, write your intentions of what you want to happen today, of what a good day feels like to you. What does it feel, taste, touch, like what does a good day feel like to you? When you get home from work or whatever, school, it doesn't matter. Journal how you feel. Make sure the way that you want somebody else to take care of you, you're taking care of yourself. Because why are you craving all of this love and all of this affection from another human being when you're not even giving it to yourself? Does that make sense to you at all? No, seriously, like, does that make sense to want love and affection from another human being when you're not giving it to yourself? Make sure you're talking nice to yourself. Make sure that you're, keeping up with yourself. If you want to take yourself out on dates, you know what I'm saying? Take yourself out on dates. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I work on cars. You know what I'm saying? I work on cars for a living. So sometimes, even when I get in the shower and I scrub myself down, sometimes I can have dirt and a little bit of oil in my nails, and it's not because, I'm dirty or whatever. It's because like I said, I work on cars. So it's actually very important for me to get manicures. And for all my men out there, no, it doesn't make you gay or less of a man to have a manicure and a pedicure. That doesn't make sense. It should really, I feel like that should be a part of every man's routine, honestly, because it's not cute being dirty. And that just goes for anybody, period. You need to make sure that you're keeping up with yourself and taking care of yourself. Like I said, y'all, taking yourself out on dates. Make sure you're checking in with your own mental health. So making sure you write down about your feelings. How's your day going? How do you cope with certain things? And also, y'all, there's really nothing wrong with needing therapy either. I really noticed that, especially this generation, likes to look down on therapy. There's nothing wrong with having therapy, and therapy does not mean you went through a traumatic event, or it doesn't mean that you're crazy. Sometimes we need that third person, right? Somebody who's going to be, someone that's just going to listen to us and help us pinpoint those problems and show us how to, deal with them. You know what I'm saying? And nothing's wrong with that, but making sure that you are taking care of yourself. So everything that I listed is actually a part of self-care. You know what I'm saying? And also, one thing I want to mention is paying attention to those inner conversations. So also, yes, pay attention to what you're speaking out loud. It doesn't matter if you're playing or not playing. The power is in the tongue. So you really need to watch your words and what you're saying. And as well as, what does those inner conversations sound like? So what are you telling yourself in your head when you're upset? What are you telling yourself in your head when you're angry? How are you talking to yourself in general? What are these comments that you're making in your brain? Okay, I'm not saying micromanage every single little thing that you do, because then that would be stressful. But sometimes we have inner conversations with ourselves in our head. So for an example, right? And yes, I'm going to use SP again as an example. Sometimes you guys say, when it comes down to your SP, oh, they told me this last weekend. See, this is exactly why people treat me like this. I'm just such a great person, and everybody treats me like crap. No, some people literally think that in their brain, and they don't realize that that inner conversation is actually very toxic. So you really need to know how to switch your brain. So, like I said in my last video, make sure you're persisting, but make sure that you aren't having negative inner conversations to yourself in your brain, especially when it comes down to yourself. Why are you talking down on yourself? That doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. But yeah, hopefully I was able to help you guys today in this video. I know I was everywhere, but like I said, I be free balling some of my videos. I actually just came back for the movies, and I was just like, yeah, let me make another video, because I really enjoy like making YouTube videos and helping other people. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you guys ever want to book a session with me, a coaching session with me, it's going to be in the description down below. It's going to be jonathantwitchstream@gmail.com. And it is $15 an hour. Now, please don't email me a paragraph of just your whole entire life situation and what you're going. Like, you don't have to text me all of that. Please do not text me all of that. And guys, please understand that I am not a licensed therapist or a psychiatrist. I'm just a coach. I'm somebody that's going to help you, tell you what you need to work on, and you put in the work, and you choose. At the end of the day, you choose and you decide if, and this is something you want to move forward with, and if you really want to change your life or not. So you can watch my videos until you're blue in the face. You can watch all these manifestation coaches until you're blue in the face. But if you're like doing the complete opposite of what we tell you to do, or what the good coaches are trying to explain to you guys, and how easy manifestation is, how easy these things are, it's still up to you to choose to take action or not. You know what I'm saying? So respectfully, please do not type me a paragraph. 3 to 4 sentences is, well, sorry, 1 to 3 sentences are fine. So the rest we'll discuss. Like I said, I make a meet and stuff like that. So I am currently building my own website so you guys can book a session with me. And I appreciate all the love and support that you guys are giving me underneath my comment section. I really appreciate it. And you guys can make, like, tell me what else videos y'all want to hear, what type of advice y'all need. I really respond to everybody in my comments because I don't want you guys to feel like y'all aren't being heard. I know some of these coaches can be very bougie. And believe it or not, y'all, even the like coaches that have like around 10K subscribers, I'm pretty sure they be seeing most of y'all's comments. They just choose or not who to reply to, which is fine because it's their page. But me personally, even when I do hit that much, I'm gonna reply to you guys as much as y'all as I can because I don't want anybody to feel unheard. But at the same time, you guys need to be watching these videos and taking in what I'm saying because 80 actually no 99.5% of your problems can be solved by most of my videos. Okay, so like I said, if you guys have any suggestions, please put it in the comments down below. You are divine and you guys have a great one. All right.